Something about your week. Something I want to go into our week. What's been going on with your week, bro?
I was on vacation last week. That was hella dope. Now I'm back in school and I'm late to the party, so I'm literally like already behind in a way, playing catch up. But yeah, it's interesting. Now that I'm back in school, I don't want to be back in school. I feel like I need to like focus on something else, like mostly hip hop stuff, like writing rhymes. And I've just had so much fun over the summer collaborating with people. I don't want it to stop. And this week has been to stop or slow down.
Oh, this is like the initiating of the slowdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, and if anybody who lives around here in Calgary, they know that as soon as the winter comes around, things start slowing down. And I want to say, I think this is a reason why. This is my theory.
Okay.
What do you think about this? A reason why Calgary isn't like popping as far as hip hop, because maybe we're not that productive during the winter. Because things slow down.
Maybe.
Like naturally, our moods slow down, our productivity. Not saying everybody, because some people turn it up during the winter. But I'm saying like overall, things start slowing down. Even if you go into business, everything starts slowing down, right? So I'm thinking because of those natural factors, maybe Calgary isn't like a major city because of that.
For hip hop.
Yeah, let's say just for hip hop.
Okay. I mean, I personally think it's not a poppin' city just because the majority of the population doesn't really vibe with the sounds associated with hip hop. It's not really like a soul city or like an R&B city or like a disco city. Hell no, man. It's like country and like rock and shit like that. Even though there's country and rock samples that are used in hip hop all the time.
Yeah, because what about the South? The South has country. That's where that shit originated.
Yeah, but like if you go to like any bar with like an open mic or like a generic kind of like no genre associated with it, you usually get one guy or a group of his homies with like guitars and shit. I was at the bar last Saturday, or was it Sunday? No, it was last Saturday. I went to the bar last Saturday. I shit you not, man. It was two guys, and they had guitars and like a bass drum, and they were just playing like this weird like kumbaya mellow rock ass shit.
Which bar?
It was at Kaylee's.
Oh, okay.
On 17th Avenue. I don't know the band name. They're all right. My friend did not like them though. But to me, it was very like, this is Calgary.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of those realizations. Yeah,
like this is the kind of music that comes to mind when I think of Calgary. It's not really hip hop, which is sad because I am a hip hop artist.
And I feel like it's only going to be a matter of time until this city just starts becoming like not a major hip hop city, but people are going to know this city like, oh, we know the hip hop from there.
Yeah,
I feel like it's going to take a matter. It's like it's a matter of time kind of thing. Because like our population's expanding, information gets out there. It's a matter of time. It's just like how long that's going to take, and whether I'm going to sit here and suffer through all that.
Yeah,
it's like.
Man, I think...
You know what I mean? Like, to really try and put the city on your back and be like, yo, I'm going to just make this happen. Like, respect to those who do that.
Yeah, and
but
give
it's
us
like,
recognition.
I think there's still, like, a ceiling, man.
Yeah. I think a weird thing about Calgary is the crowds, too. Like, I'd swear that the most poppin' music festivals here, like Sled Island and, like, Chasing Summer and stuff, and, like... A really big one, I think, is huge. Is Folk Festival.
Folk Festival, yeah.
And like, have you ever been to a Folk Festival?
No.
You never been? Okay, so like the majority of Folk Festival people, they're like sitting down. You know what I mean? Like they're just sitting in the park and like listening to the music.
Yeah,
right?
it's not like blues like b-boy and get up there and fucking interact and shit.
Exactly, right? Yeah. But there's like 10,000 people out there, thousands of people out there, just chilling out, listening to music. And I guess like some hip hop is chill out, but I'd say a majority of it is.
It's like in your face, like turn up type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. Yeah. Something about my week. Or is that everything about your week?
Oh, I'm done talking. I'm ready to listen.
Okay. No, I was gonna say I went out to the Dizzy Wright concert. So Dizzy Wright came with Madchild, and they had a few openers. One was Pimpton. And the other two was Charlie North, Clark Lean, and then somebody else. I was telling you about this.
Yeah.
And it was funny. I don't know if I think I told you about this, that I knew Pimpton.
Yeah.
He was actually my middle school math teacher. His brother was Pimpton's DJ Murky Waters. And I remember hearing that shit in class. And like, obviously, if you're a teacher, like, you know your kids Like, if you find out your teacher's brother's like a DJ, and you like, I'm gonna say we didn't love the teacher, but if he gave us like a hard time, we needed ammo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we needed ammo. So anytime he'd give us a hard time, we would just clown him about that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then I met him and I saw Pimpton in person, and this dude is actually really fucking genuine.
Okay.
This guy was like, yo, yeah, what's good? Like, let's connect, let's make it happen, let's work.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is dope. And his performance was actually really dope. And I was able to get some of the footage, so we got that shit coming soon.
Nice.
Some footage that's coming out soon. But that was really dope. Dizzy Wright performed. Dizzy Wright was actually dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Madchild was, I'm not really that into Madchild that much, but
No, he's not really my kind of hip hop.
But I don't know, he was pretty dope. So
He does do work.
Yes.
I mean, like as a kid, I used to listen to a lot of like Swollen members.
Oh, is that what he was
sometimes I
a
had
part
no
of?
choice. Yeah. Mocha Only. Shout out to him too, out of Vancouver.
dope. But yeah, no, shout outs. It was a dope performance. We'll have some of the footage coming out. And so that was pretty much the biggest thing about my week. Other than that, just fucking same grinding, same, you know.
Yeah.
No, I heard actually something that's been happening is Hurricane Dorian.
Yeah.
That shit is actually like real as fuck.
Yeah, it's messing up the East Coast.
Yeah, I was looking a little bit into it. Like it was reaching the Bahamas, and then it started reaching like. It's crazy because we just had Home in a Bag, Michael Luis on.
Yeah.
And then you just see like, oh, this is the application of the shit that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like because that hurricane ended up touching Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
And then it's like, holy shit, like this motherfucker was just on a podcast talking about.
What if your life becomes your home?
Yeah, right? Exactly. And then this shit is literally happening
to some people.
Yeah, well, that really blew me away. So I was hitting him up, and I mean, I don't know. He was telling me there's a lot of politics and shit involved in that. Mm-hmm. But that was like a opener. Like, holy shit, this shit is actually happening. Like, like it's not just talk. Mm-hmm. So I highly suggest if you haven't seen the podcast that we did with Michael Luis on episode 13, check it out because he drops a lot of bombs.
Knowledge, man.
A lot of fucking knowledge. Shout out to everybody. Yo, what did you think about the podcast that we did, the live podcast, and how they've been going?
Especially because 13 is like a superstitious number. It was kind of funny, and it's also in like show business. Some startup TV shows they get 13 episodes for a season, and that landed at the end of the summer. It was a nice wrap up. Yes. Yeah, so the first one we had the Style Kings, and then the second we had Jordan, Rowan, and yeah, and then Micah with Rubik's and Brotherhood. So yeah, I mean, like the possibilities are getting endless. I personally really like the dancers.
Yeah, the dancers are a good addition to it. Yeah.
But also like the last one we had such variety too, because not only is Micah just a hip hop artist, he's like a humanitarian. You know what I mean? He's trying to actually help people and uplift them, right? And like everybody wants to uplift people through music, but sometimes you only reach a certain amount of people. So you gotta, if it's really your calling to help people out, you got to think of other ways.
Other ways, you got to get creative.
Yeah.
We can't all be rappers and MCs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to find ways of reaching people that's not through those avenues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I even do the podcast in the first place. Because it's just a different way to like to just express my creativity in art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a different place, and it puts me in an environment where I have to socialize with people and talk. And like for me, that's big for my mental health and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm just like in the music, in the studio, making songs, like I might sometimes isolate myself and then just get too deep into that.
Yeah.
So this is a way to ground me.
Yeah.
And to get myself and then it just turned into its own beast. Mm-hmm. It literally did. Like as soon as we started collaborating with other people, they're like, "Yo, try this and that and this and that."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh shit! Like let me actually try it." And then it's like this turned into something that's totally different.
Yeah.
So it's been a nice change. I'm still excited to see where things go. Like you said, there's a lot of room to grow.
Exactly.
There's so much room to grow with the podcast, and I fucking like there's so much to do with it.
Yeah.
Like there's so much that it can go. Like there's so many ways you can play with it. So that's why I'm just like I'm really excited to fucking hone in on the podcast coming up. Mm-hmm. And I'll drop a bomb for you guys because a lot of the people fuck with the drive-by. But the thing is, like, during the winter, how am I going to do the drive-by?
Get a snowmobile, man. What's the look? What is the look?
This guy get a snowmobile.
Yeah, man.
Fuck out of here. I'm not getting no snowmobile.
Get a fucking 4x4
a snow
pickup
plow
truck.
And shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. You might have to clear some driveways.
That's hilarious. No, I'm not getting no fucking snowmobile. I'll see if there's a way to continue the drive-by during the winter, but I'm thinking it's gonna have to be something else.
It will be.
And I'm thinking like bringing back the drive-by during the spring. So once the spring kicks off, we just get the drive-by going again. But it's gonna be mainly the focus moving forward is gonna be the fucking the podcast.
The podcasts and the library sessions.
Library sessions, like also like video recording. So like recording for artists and putting their footage out there.
Yeah.
Something that I'm starting to, thanks to you. Thanks
Thank
to
you.
yeah, for like pitching that idea for us to start doing that, like putting out like
Yeah.
artist footage and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea, and just like start expanding and finding different ways to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, being able to bridge that gap between the people who were unable to go to the show and the people who are actually fans. You know what I mean?
Yo, exactly.
Genuine fans.
Yeah, because think about it. Not everybody can go to the show, and like I get it, because some people don't want like their footage to go up because then they think, oh, why are people gonna go to the show if they can just get it online? Mm-hmm. But the thing is, if you ever been to a show, like the live experience is fucking. You can't replace that.
No.
There's no replacing a live experience. What you get from a video footage is totally different than what you get from a live like setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if I'm providing footage and putting it out there, it's just for people who literally cannot go to the show.
Can't go to the show.
They just can't go to the show. Let's say they're across the country or whatever.
Yeah, bridging the connection between the artists and the fans.
Yes,
That's what I meant
exactly.
to
That's
say.
literally it. That's what we're doing, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally what we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do. So
Yeah, and helping fans understand more about the artist, right?
yes,
And
the
making them feel
creative
comfortable.
process
Yeah.
and everything, and how just everything that goes into it, man. Yes.
Word.
So with that being said, I'm not gonna give too many goodies out there, but we gave them a lot.
Yeah, we did.
We gave them a fucking lot.
Gave him a lot.
We gave them a lot. Okay. So with that being said, I want to go into the first topic. The best year of hip hop. You were talking about this. You were sending messages over
What's that?
WhatsApp. You
Yeah.
were like the best year of hip hop.
I don't know. It's because
What is your favorite year of hip hop?